Secretary to please address his statement.
Please be seated. Thank you. The Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Emerowa. Distinguished Senator Darlington Mokocha Dalo. The House of Assembly members, and there are a lot of you here, permit me to use Honorable Fine Ahwam, who represents the good people of Osisioma South in the State House of Assembly, to reach all of you. The Chief of Staff to the Governor, Pastor Kellen Ajaba, PhD. If you don't mind, I'll use you to reach every government appointee, including commissioners that are here with us, special advisors, senior special assistants, and special assistants. I will also use you to reach body of permanent secretaries that are here, heads of parastatals and agencies that are also here with us. The mayor, representing the good people of Osisioma Ngwa local government area, Engineer Israel Nweke. Permit me to use you to reach other mayors that are here with us, deputy mayors, councillors, and other people working in the different local government areas, including Osisioma. Let me use the chairman of the Council of Traditional Rulers in Abia State, His Royal Majesty Eze Linus Ntomba Linto. The Royal Majesty, I would like to use you to reach all other custodians of our traditional institution and culture that are here, including your deputies and other traditional rulers. All the men of God that are here in our presence, I would like to specially recognize you. Let me recognize our special guest of honor in the person of Mazi Clement Owunna, MFR. He is the chairman and chief executive of Starline Group of Companies, an investor extraordinaire, a pharmacist by training, and then an attempted politician because he did run election once and tried to run away. We wanted to bring him back, he refused. He was also a director of Diamond Bank, which today has merged with Access Bank. Nazi, you are welcome. If you don't mind, I will use you to reach other industrialists that are here, businessmen and women, professionals that join us, traders, and small-scale businessmen and women, including Our people from Asmata, from the Shoe Plaza, and all the micro, small, and medium scale enterprises. You are all welcome. Let me recognize Mr. Biodo Otuola, who spoke to us momentarily. He is the Chief Executive of Planet Projects, the people who have been entrusted with the responsibility of delivering this project in the next 12 months or less. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen of the press, let me start by welcoming you as you join us to flag off this major project. And I've titled my speech this morning, very short speech, on the wings of big dreams. Let me with great joy welcome everyone who has joined us for the formal flag off of the first phase of the Abia Urban Renewal and Public Transport Project in Abia. Tomorrow in Umuahia, we shall flag off the second phase. The combined infrastructure development and remodeling works shall proceed and run simultaneously in the two major urban centers of the state. The critical components of this project include the modeling and construction of central bus terminals for bigger commuter buses at strategic locations in each of the two cities, bus shelters and laybys along the intra-city routes, and junction improvement works at major road intersections. The Abia Urban Renewal Public Transport Project is conceived and structured to bring holistic improvements to the general inter and intra-city transport ecosystem in the urban centers of the state, ease traffic congestion, and improve the aesthetics of our cities. The flag off of this project underscores our commitment to setting higher standards in social service delivery as we seek to deliver to our people an end-to-end transport system that structurally mirrors what you find in the more developed cities of the world. The project is essentially about moving people in safety and comfort from one part of the city to another, cutting out the inefficiencies of the present system and opening up the general transportation ecosystem to new private investors. With accommodation for various vehicle types and sizes, the new system is poised to effectively change how we shuttle from one part of the cities to others. Beyond just changing the way individuals and families move around, for business and leisure, the Abia Urban Renewal and Public Transport Project holds even greater promises. With provision for the development of truck transit terminals in the outskirts, this project will, when completed, solve a lot of problems associated with the uncontrolled movement of heavy-duty vehicles into the city centers. From providing safe environment for the truck drivers to park, refuel, and access several other services, the new system guarantees safety of road users, security of goods in transit, as well as free flow of traffic on the roads. This project, however, goes beyond roads, as it has incorporated other modes of transport in its design and conception. As you are aware, the Nigerian Railway Corporation recently resumed service on the Aba-Port Harcourt corridor. Efforts are already in top gear to extend the services to the city of Umuahia. The Abia Urban Renewal and Public Transport Project has been designed to make it easy for commuters to alight from the trains and connect to their destinations within the cities seamlessly. Structured as an intermodal transport framework to cater for those arriving at various cities from other parts of the country through different modes of transportation, the project will, on completion, eliminate the hassles travelers coming into the urban cities faced before now. While the state government will fund the development of associated transport infrastructure, including the bus stations, laybys, and depot, we shall work with the private sector partners in the acquisition of the right types of vehicles for the various circuits, operations, and maintenance. Transparency shall be at the center of the selection process for the right transport service companies operating the different legs of the service routes that will emerge at the completion of the exercise. The gains of the urban renewal and public transport projects for the cities of Abia and Umuahia are enormous. In addition to changing the face of the public transport system, we shall create room for the introduction of more energy efficient vehicles, job creation for our youth, and make the cities more livable for the modern man and woman. What shall happen to different services operators earning their living from the transport sector in the two cities, including keke riders and commercial bus drivers? Are we suddenly going to chase them away? I believe that's the question. Our answer is no. They will still be very relevant, serving different segments of the population, but in a different way. In the new system, however, we shall work with the relevant stakeholders to map our different routes across the various ends of the city, where they will continue to serve commuters to the last mile. We appreciate the very important role the transporters play in our economy and shall continue to create spaces for their continuing participation as job creators and service providers. What difference will the urban renewal and public transport project bring upon completion? So many. The first is a more efficient, secure, and reliable transportation system along the major intra-city routes. This new system will also guarantee that our streets are cleaner and that our vehicles can park safely on the laybys along the roads without obstructing the smooth flow of traffic. For commuters, the bus shelters will keep them safe from the harsh elements of the weather while they wait to board their vehicles. The commuters are guaranteed access to safer and more comfortable vehicles every time and all the time. The completion of the urban renewal and public transport project will also mean the end of some old habits that have become popular traditions in the present system. There will be no role for touts, and the old culture of spending longer time to fill vehicles with passengers will be gone for good. What we are setting up will be very similar to what obtains in the developed society, where buses arrive at particular time of the day, board passengers, and leave within minutes. A few people may ask why we want to disrupt the transport ecosystem in the state. The reply is simple. Our people deserve something better than what we currently have. Remember that we are making extensive investments in the development and restoration of the urban road infrastructure. The urban renewal and public transport project represents the next phase of our program for the regeneration of our cities, making them more environmentally friendly. The success of this grand project will require the cooperation of every stakeholder. We invite you to give the necessary support to the contractor, Planet Projects, which has demonstrated excellence in the delivery of projects of this nature around the country. We expect that they will leverage their extensive experience in project execution and management to complete this assignment on schedule. The various agencies and organs of the government shall continue to engage with the relevant stakeholders, smoothing rough edges and working actively to see to the timely completion of this project. I will invite us to develop a new mindset and work with the government to move our urban centers to the next phase of development, where the push for survival and economic success does not cost us our decency and sense of order. The urban renewal and public transport project will come, as you have heard from the various project managers, with modern bus terminals and shall have in them public conveniences, water treatment buildings, amongst other facilities that will make the adoption of a new habit very necessary as we interact with the city and its wider ecosystem. So this is about planning and ensuring that our plans work. A few inconveniences are bound to come, but we must keep our eyes on the bigger picture. Our citizens, our cities have fallen behind their peers on very critical development parameters, and we must now move with great speed to catch up and create new standards for urban living in the region. We shall, however, be very mindful of the economic realities of the time in the execution of these projects and manage them in ways that their disruptive impacts are anticipated in advance and curtailed. As I mentioned a few months ago, ours shall not be an administration that restricts itself to the mundane duties of governance. We promise to do we promise to do things better and do more in terms of delivering world-class infrastructure projects and services to the people. The Abia Urban Renewal and Public Transport Project is another demonstration of our commitment to deliver more to the people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our traditional rulers, the mayors that are here, the speaker, members of the House of Assembly, honorable commissioners, special assistants, senior special assistants, special advisors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for listening, and it is on this note that I invite the special guest of honor, Mazi Clement Owunna, MFA, to lead us as we flag off the new system transportation.
So, terminal belt. Anyone ready? Try. Good. So, the Abba terminal. What we are looking at for are here when they
Let's go back. Let's go back. Go back.